Next, I'd like to welcome Mr. Umesh Balani, Zonal Head of Private Banking at ICICI Bank from Mumbai. They've been associated with Dempo and the family for nearly a decade. And to do the honors of presenting him a floral bouquet, I'd like to invite Anand Kamath to please come up. Next, I would like to formally welcome Mr. Vijay Khemka, entrepreneur of Avanox Consultants, LLP. And to do the honors of presenting him a bouquet, I'd like to call upon Bhanu Sardesai. I'd like to formally welcome next Mr. Nilesh Dujari, who is representing Shrima Group Sustainable Packaging Solutions. And to do the honors of presenting him a bouquet, I'd like to call upon Mangesh Naik. Next, I'd like to formally welcome Mr. Rajesh Dempo, Director of Goa Carbon Limited, Vice President Dempo Cricket Club, and Managing Director Vision Dempo. And to do the honors of presenting him a bouquet of flowers, I'd like to call upon Mukund Apte. Last but definitely no way the least, I'd like to formally welcome Mr. Srinivas V. Dempo, Chairman, Dempo Group of Companies, President of the Dempo Cricket Club, and owner of Dempo Challengers. And to do the honors of presenting him a bouquet of flowers, I'd like to call on Rajan Kamath. I would now like to request Mr. Srinivas Dempo to please present a token of gratitude to the sponsors, starting with Mr. Siddharth Shirodkar. I would now like to request Mr. Srinivas Dempo to please present Mr. Umesh Balani with a token of our gratitude.
Thank you.
I'd now like to request Mr. Srinivas Dempo to please present Mr. Vijay Khemka a token of our gratitude.
Thank you.
And lastly, I'd like to request Mr. Srinivas Dempo to please present Mr. Nilesh Dujari a token of our gratitude. Thank you so much, sir. We now like to present flowers to the team owners if they are present here with us today. Okay, we'll push that to later. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, if we could have your attention focused on the screen to your right.
बैंक के हर काम में इतना टाइम, मेरा बिजनेस टेक ऑफ कैसे करेगा?
बिल्कुल करेगा। पॉकेट है ना? आईसीआईसीआई बैंक का इंस्टा पेज है।
हर बिजनेस बैंकिंग एक ऐप करे कंप्लीट। पॉकेट में एनी कस्टमर एनी बैंक सबके लिए ये सुपर ऐप। पॉकेट में रॉकेट है। पॉकेट में इंस्टा में। पॉकेट में इंस्टेंट ओडी POS solutions, export import technology कर लो ट्रांजैक्शन।
आईसीआईसीआई बैंक का इंस्टा बेस्ड ऐप सभी बैंक के कस्टमर्स के लिए सारी बिजनेस बैंकिंग सर्विसेज का एक सुपर ऐप। पॉकेट में
रॉकेट है।
डाउनलोड इंस्टा बेस्ड।
Tap, one app to choose any bank you want. Link any bank or many banks. Tap, take it fast, take it slow, pay any, hello? Pay any bill on the go. She's on your mind, she's in your heart. luxurious. Get it all, no less. Dream home, get a loan. iMobile Pay One app for anything, anyone, anytime.
It was a real privilege. It was a real privilege to be a part of the first edition of the PGML League. I think we really enjoyed playing this league. We did reasonably well. We reached the runners-up stage for this league. Having said this, we now look forward to 2.0 of PGML. We are very much there in that league. We hope that we have a lot of fun, all the teams together. I hope that Panjim Gymkhana continues to organize it in the same way that they did in Edition 1. This is more of a friendly tournament. So I think all of us who have promoted teams in this league are all friends. I've got to know that there are two additional teams. That is, one is Priority Titans and RC Goa. Both are very good friends of mine, so I welcome them with open arms and hope that we have a great season altogether. Panjim Gymkhana has played a very catalytic role in development of sports, not only in the city of Panji but Goa. I think the foundation set up by founders like our first Chief Minister, Dayanand Bandorkar, has given a fillip to sports development in Goa, and more so to cricket, because if you see the developmental role and the youth development role played by Panjim Gymkhana has been phenomenal over the years. And I think PGML is a step in the right direction. It gives members exposure to play in a competitive environment, in a competitive setting. So I just hope that Panjim Gymkhana will continue to do this service, not only to the people of Panjim, but also to the state of Goa. Appealing to all the fans that they should come in large numbers there to support all the teams. Let's have a very fair season and let's enjoy the game to the fullest. The best team will win, no doubt. But I think crowd support is very, very important. So come and cheer all the teams there and, have a lot of fun during the weekends.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Dempo, and thank you again to all our sponsors. I'd now like to request Mr. Manoj Kakulo to please address the gathering.
Good evening, everybody. At the outset, I would like to congratulate Dempo challengers for the fantastic games that they played last year and being again a part of PGML 2.0. As all of us know, Dempo family, under the able leadership of Mr. Srinivas Dempo, Mr. Rajesh Dempo, Mr. Yatish Dempo, has always been doing great work for sports in Goa. And for cricket, since last year, we at Panjim Gymkhana are very, very grateful to the Dempo family for showing interest in PGML 2.0. This year, PGML 2.0 is going to a different level. And it is thanks to teams like Dempo Challengers who are helping us do that. Now, what is going to be the benefit of all this is that, which you will see, people of Goa will see on Monday. We are starting this on Saturday. PGML inauguration is on Saturday, and from Monday, Panjim Gymkhana is starting for the first time Panjim Gymkhana Cricket Academy for small children from 9 to 14 years. There will be everyday training which will happen for children. Any child from 9 to 14 can come and register and join this camp. This will be what we would try to do for cricket, thanks to the tournaments like PGML 2.0 that we conduct. I would like to not take much of it because I think we have a fantastic jersey unveiling plan which is going to happen. But I would like to, in the same breath, thank the sponsors of Dempo Challengers, ICICI Bank, ASK, Mr. Kenka, Mr. Nilesh. Please keep supporting Dempo Challengers, cricket and Panjim Gymkhana, because I am sure with your help, we can take cricket to a different level and develop players in Goa who can compete and some point of time play for the country. Thank you once again, Mr. Dempo and Dempo Sports Club for being a part of PGML 2.0 and wish you all the best for this tournament. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kakulo. Up next, I'd like to request Mr. Rajesh County to please come up and say a few words.
Baba, thank you. All the members, press, players, it's an honor to be here and address all of you. PGML last year, I think Manoj has already briefed, so I would not like to be repetitive, but PGML last was a roaring success, and this year we've got all the same enthusiasm built in again to better it and make it much a bigger event this year. So I would like, we want to call it a carnival of cricket. We've been calling it a carnival of cricket, and would love all your members, your WhatsApp groups or whatever to be told that they can come and watch matches on every weekend of January, which is going to be an annual event in Jan. So request all of you to please spread the word, get as many people. We have got a lot of games, food stalls, and everything happening at Gymkhana. So it will be like a carnival. You can come and actually enjoy your weekend at Gymkhana. Yeah, looking forward. All the best to Dempos to win the tournament this year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. County. I'd now like to request Mr. Siddharth Shirodkar to please come up to the mic to say a few words.
Very good evening to all. It's almost been a year now for the PGML 1, the first edition, and what an event it was. Lots of entertainment for all, and all the matches kept us on the edge of the seats for the entire tournament. So when we got to know Panjim Gymkhana is organizing the second edition of Members League, we had no second thought, and we wanted to be a part of the team, Dempo Challengers. We are very proud to be associated with Dempo Challengers, and I would like to thank Baba for giving us the opportunity this year again. I wish the team all the very best, and I'm sure they'll do better than what they did last year. So that's it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Shirodkar. Next, I'd like to request Mr. Umesh Balani to please come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Dempo, for having us here, and a very good evening to everybody here. It is indeed a pleasure for us to be associated with this very exciting event. And the way we look at it is that in the corporate world, there is so much to learn from sports, especially cricket, and cricket at all levels. The learnings in terms of how teams get together to go for victory, the way they strategize, the way they change the strategy in between, the way when a player falls down, everybody comes and cheers and brings life back. Whenever there is a failure, how do they spring back to come back with renewed vigor in the next match? Whenever there is success, how do they celebrate the joy of success? And I think that celebration of joy and that success propels to take the sport to a higher and higher level every time. So I think there are loads of learning that the corporate world really seeks from cricket, and can't wait for the matches to really begin. And once again, thank you for having us here, and we look forward to enjoy this journey. And a round of applause for all the players and the organizers.
Thank you, Mr. Balani. I'd now like to request Mr. Vijay Khemka to please come up to the mic to say a few words.
Thank you so much to all present here. I wish Happy New Year to all of you. I feel proud and happy to attend this program. I wish such program must keep going, and I shall be more than happy to be part of such program. My heartiest thankful to Mr. Dempo and his team. Thanks and namaskar.
Thank you, Mr. Khemka. Lastly, I'd like to request Mr. Srinivas V. Dempo to please come up and say a few words.
A very good evening to all of you. On behalf of Yatish, Rajesh and myself, I welcome all of you to Dempo House for the jersey unveiling function. As has been said by my friends both Manoj and Rajesh, I think, when we first bidded for this auction and fortunately we were in. The kind of response that we saw from the people of not only Panji but people of Goa, despite having COVID situation around, was really heartwarming. And we thought that this is yet another foray of the Dempo family into sports. We've been in football for more than 5 decades now. We've got recently into table tennis as we run the Goa franchise in the National League of Table Tennis. And now it's been cricket. Of course, Dempos have been in cricket for many years now. We've won many laurels at the state level. But, to be part of this PGML has been a real privilege and a pleasure. I think a lot of credit goes to the leadership of Manoj and Rajesh and all their executive committee members who have been exemplary in what they delivered. When we first thought right from the first auction function till the end of the prize distribution, I think it was really so well professionally organized. And I must thank Panjam Gymkhana for giving us yet another opportunity to be a part of this. A special thanks to all my friends, my sponsors. The beauty is all 4 of them deal with Dempo some of them for the last more than 2 decades, some of them for the last more than a decade, some of them recently. But one thing is common in all the sponsors, that they love sports. And it's a real privilege and a pleasure to have all 4 of you, Mr. Kimka, Umesh, Siddharth, and Mr. Nilesh Dujari, who've gone out of their way. When we first approached them, the response came in less than a day. Normally sponsors take about 2 to 3 months to respond. So that's the kind of response that we had, which was phenomenal. We just hope that this partnership with sponsors continue. I have known Nilesh for I think more than 10 years now. Right from the time when Mr. K.V. Kamath was the chairman of ICICI, and we developed a personal friendship. Siddharth is a great friend. Mr. Kemka, we've recently started a business relationship, and so is Nilesh. So it's a real pleasure to do, some kind of service to Goa with all these 4 companies that we deal with. Also to let you know that, our players are here and our coach is here. I'd like to thank Prashant for last year's performance. I think we lost by a couple of runs. It was such a nail-biting finals that it was so amazing. And I remember Mr. Fadnavis, who is the Deputy CM of Maharashtra, was the chief guest, and he asked me, Mr. Dempo, how do you find losing like this? So I said that, it was such a nail-biting, but I said the better team won. But I think our boys gave it a real hard try, and I must thank the last year's team and Prashant for doing this great performance. I also welcome all the team members for this year. As I said in my address, let's have fun together, but at the same time, we want your total involvement in the game. We want a great team spirit to be demonstrated, which has always been the ethos of Dempo Sports Club, that we play together as a team. In football, we are known that we have always ball possession, and how do you have ball possession is to keep on passing to each other. So I hope the same spirit is demonstrated, though cricket in some sense may be an individual game, but the team spirit is very much essential. And I wish all of you all great success in really enjoying this tournament and coming out victorious. Once again, a very warm welcome, and let's look forward to the jersey unveiling. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Srinivas Dempo. I'd now like to request the dignitaries to please rise as we clear the stage very quickly for unveiling of the jersey. We'd like to request you to please walk over to the back. There you have, ladies and gentlemen, the training jersey and the playing jersey for Dempo challengers. Gentlemen, if we could have you face forward for a picture, please. And now I'd like to request our team to please hand over the actual jerseys for our dignitaries to hold up. Again, we've got 4 of the match jerseys and 4 of the training jerseys. So if we could have 2 on each side, I think that would be great.
Take it, baby. Take it.
Yeah. Come closer. Thank you.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our absolutely amazing training and match jerseys. One more time, a round of applause, please. And I'd like to thank all the members of the press, all of our guests, and all of our dignitaries for being here with us today. But I would like to invite all of our players to please come up and join the management and all of our dignitaries as well.
Players are Prashant.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite all of you to please partake of tea and snacks at the back. Again, we'd like to invite